Good morning everybody, it's Lynn. Well, Happy New Year to everybody, and it is today, what day is it today? Let me have a look. Can't remember, sorry. The 10th of January, Tuesday the 10th of January, and it's not a very nice day here in England. Well, not in the part of the world where I live, which is 7 miles outside the city of Leeds in Yorkshire. So you've got another Yorkshire stitcher here, which a lot of you will know. That's where I'm from, and not a lot to show. We've not been very well. We've had the bad virus that's been going around, and it has affected my eyes, and I've got antibiotic drops that I'm putting in. So I've not done much stitching, and but I'll show you what my plans are and what I have been doing. So the little bit of stitching that I've got, I'll show you first. Excuse my side. This is it. Take the pattern off. And it's I can't remember what it's called this now. It's the pear. I can't even remember who it's by. Sorry, terrible today. So that's as far as I've got with it, and I did manage to find the Dinky Dyes raspberry cranberry cocktail by Dinky Dyes. That's what I'm using. A lovely stitcher that I know, she let me know where I could buy it from, so that's what I did. So my new needle minder, Santa Claus needle minder, and the thread drops, and they're all different. And then I've got a scissors keep here. The same design with the, I don't know whether I've shown you these. I might have shown you them last time. Can't remember. They've got reindeers on with the Santa Clauses and the different thread drops. I bought as a set from this lovely lady on Facebook, Pretty Little Thread Keeps. That's where they're from. If you'd like to have a look. So that's where I purchased these from. So I'm happy with those, and that's what I've been stitching. I've not done much stitching since. I think I've worked on it, I think twice this year, that's all. Twice. So it will get there. Now, the other thing I have to show you is, oh yeah, I purchased some of these from, I think eBay, they sell them, and they're the magnetic. They're not easy to undo either. They're their magnetic little clips that we hold, that you hold your fabric onto your hoop or your frame or whatever. I did purchase 2 lots of those, so this is another lot that I've got. And that's the stitching. Now, as I say, I've not been doing much because of this virus that we've had. I have done a little bit of my knitting, which is, I did show you the one that I've completed, I think, of this, the one of our Queen, and it's from knittingbypost.com is the pattern. So I have already done one of those, and that's what it looks like before you make it up. And this is as far as I've got. That's the body and the legs, that's the head. And I did finish the coat last night. I have been doing a few little rows a day, not much, but a little bit, little and often at the minute. And then I did send for these patterns to do this year. That's one I'd like to make. I think he's lovely, the chef, and that's what it looks like from the back. And then also they've got the king pattern, so I'm going to make that. It's got quite a lot of glare on here today and I don't know why. That's the king pattern. So I'm going to make one of those, and they sent me a little freebie, and this is the pattern to make the crown. So I'm going to make a couple of those, or a few of those, hopefully, and they'll be for the Random Act of Kindness. It's like a crochet knitting group, and you just pop them in a little bag and put a note in saying that they need a home, and they're free, you know, and just to put a smile on somebody's face. I did do some when it was the Queen's funeral, and I did leave them in the cathedral, and I think I did about 6, and I left them with where the signing book was for you to leave your comments. And when we went back in later on, I noticed they'd all gone, so hopefully somebody had picked them up, or I hope whoever received them, it did bring a smile to the face and brought them a little bit of comfort. So that's that. Now, I did enter, I don't know if I said this last time, Fox and Rabbit's Christmas card exchange, and this is my Christmas card that I got from Fox and Rabbit, and inside is a recipe, and on the back is a free pattern. So I was really pleased to receive that, and that came before we went away at Christmas, because we have been away. We went to London to stay with our son, and we had an absolutely amazing time. We were spoilt rotten, and it was just a lovely week away. Christmas Eve, we was treated to go see Mary Poppins at the theatre, and that is an amazing show if you ever get a chance to go see it. It's finished now in London. I don't know where it's gone to at the minute, but I am hoping it's going to come to Leeds later on in the year. I know it's not due to be here any time before July, because their programme has come out and I've seen it, and it's not on that. So I'm going to look out for that and hope it does come, because we would go see it again. It's absolutely amazing show. It's brilliant. Petula Clark was in it, in the London one, and she's 90 years old now, and she did sing in it, and it was lovely. She's the lady who sells the bird food, Feed the Birds. So that was Christmas Eve. Christmas Day, I had a lovely surprise, but I did know I was going to receive these, and my son's just been away working in Japan. And while he's been working away in Japan, he had sort of half a day off where he wasn't needed to be playing. So he hopped on a train and went to the shop where they sell the Kahana scissors. So this was my Christmas box. So that's my little bag. And that was a brochure that was inside it. Showing you all their products. And then this is the shop. That's the shop there. That's the photograph of the artisans making the scissors, and that is the actual shop that yeah, this one that my son went to. It's only a tiny little shop, and Paul went and he said the lady was very nice, she was very helpful, and she asked him what I wanted them for, and he did say that I did do cross stitch, and it came in that little bag. And they come boxed like this. And they're in their own little cleaning cloth. When you undo that, because that's what you're supposed to clean your scissors with when you've been using them, and that's how they came. That is a little pin cushion, is that? That was a free gift. And then these are my scissors. This is one of their limited edition colours that they brought out for Christmas. They're a cream colour. I think they brought a dark blue and a cream out. And I love that sound. That is how you tell a good pair of scissors. Not all scissors make that sound. So yes, as I say, we were very spoilt. And then this, as I say, is a little... I have opened this and looked at it. Because Paul wanted to know what was in it. And it's a tiny little... There you go. Cedar little box. And this is wool. Proper wool. And then this is a little pin that comes out. And it's all different woods. Can you see? All the different woods. And it does actually come out. And then that lives in there. So I was over the moon. I mean, I say he did. I did ask him if he would, if he got chance, would he try and get me some, if he was nearby. And he said he would. And then the day that he'd been and he'd got them, he sent me a photograph of the bag, like I've just shown you, while I was buzzing all day that day. Just completely buzzing. So yeah, I was over the moon that he'd managed to go to the shop and actually he said it's a lovely shop. He was very impressed with the products that they sell, and they're all lovely products. And also he did buy me some needles. These needles they're absolutely amazing, these needles. That's what I'm using at the minute on the stitching that I'm doing, because I did take that with me when I went to London. But these needles, the different sizes, and I've never seen needles as shiny as this. They're really, really shiny, these, and there's different sizes in here. Let me get it out for you. There you go. You can see the shine on them. They're absolutely gorgeous. And these ones, they have got the blunt ends. They are for embroidery, well, cross stitch. So yeah, over the moon. I was really over the moon. I won't do that now. I'll leave it until, because it's, everything is packaged absolutely beautiful from Kahana. It really is. I'll put that back in there, and I'll package that up later. So I've shown you that. Can you see my needle here? This is the one that I'm using. Oops. Yeah, it's still shiny. You can still see it shining. I've never seen needles as shiny as this. And it does make a difference. It glides through the material. And using silk thread and a decent needle, yeah, it's a different... You go into a different level. Do you know what I mean, with your stitching? It really is a different ball game. What else do I have to tell you? Oh, I did send for some more needles from Kahana, and they have arrived. I sent for these before I left London, and they arrived a couple of days after I got home. And that's one set, and that's the other set. And they are different sized needles that are in there, but I've got to say, these needles aren't the same as the ones that Paul got me. They are they're different. So the ones in the little packets I can recommend. These ones are a lot finer and sharper. I can't even pick them up. And I think they're magnetised, these. You can't see them. So they're the ones, one of them's medium weight and the other's heavy duty in the packs. That's the difference between the colours of the packaging. That's this packaging in the grey, and that's in the gold. But if I order any more, I will get, because the ones I've shown you, there is another 2 different packets of different needles. So they're the ones that I will be purchasing. So I'm stocked up with my needles now. Just show you them on the back, different sizes. So yeah, I'm stocked up. So that's those. Now, my plans for next year. Oh, sorry, next year. We are next year. For this year, 2023. I pulled a lot of things out the other day, and I just want to show you what I intend to do stitching wise this year. So one of them is to start my Frida Kahlo for me. I have stitched this before. I stitched it, and it does now live in Mexico with a lovely lady. and I stitched it with DMC before on white Aida, I think. I'm going to stitch it on linen, which I've ordered my linen, and then as I said before, if you've been watching me for a while, I'd been collecting silk threads, and they're from the silk mill. Now, I don't know whether the silk mill is still going, because I know they was having a rest, but I don't know whether they've set back up, because this place is in France, and these ones are called the Grand Tour. They're the colours. This one's called Back to School. So I think I've got most of my colours that I need. Blues and greens, they're called. This one is Papagaya, Mexico. And I did oh, wait a minute. And then there's a Mariposa, Mexico. Mariposa, Mexico. This one's Papagaya. So they are different. The colours are different. And I did order 2 of the Piramosa. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, there's 3 different. No, sorry. They are all 3 different colours. So they're all Mexican style colours. And then I did get Blackboard Black, what that one's called. So I think I've got enough colours there for me to organise it. As I say, I've sent for the material and I'm waiting for that arriving. And then these ones I did get from and dyed by Rolanda, cross stitch fabric and floss, and I think this lady is in Canada. And these are the silks that I ordered from her. There's 2 the same and variegated, and then there's just that one there. Because I like the colours of those. So that's Frida. That is going to be a start for 2023. Another start I'm doing for this year is a Heart Remembers. It's in Heart Remembers Blackbird Designs book, and it is Art of Home. Patchwork it's called, and I'm going to be doing it in one piece. Now I have ordered the fabric for this as well, so I just need to pull my threads for that one. So that is going to be a start. There's lots of things. I love this as well. The Blackbird books are absolutely amazing. You could stitch everything in there. And then the other one I'd like to start is, it's in the book When the Leaves Fall, Blackbird book, and it is this one on the back, and it's called Token of Love. I love this. It's gorgeous. So that's another one. I've ordered the fabric for that as well. And then this one I'd like to do as well. Moonlight Garden it's called. To everything there is a season and a time, to every purpose under heaven. That is gorgeous, and I'll probably do that one for Halloween, because it's a bit October-y, Halloweenish. I do like some of the Halloween things, that I like that. I don't like garish Halloween, but I do like those sorts of things. So that's that book. Also, I want to do the Long and Winding Road. I've ordered the fabric for this one as well. Just need to pull the threads for that. I'm going to be busy, aren't I? You're all going to be laughing and saying, yeah, well, we'll see how far she gets. Then I've got another lovely one, Rosewood Manor. It's And the Forest Grew. I love this. I've seen somebody on Flosstube that has finished this, and this is absolutely amazing piece. You don't have to do it all in one, but I am going to do it all in one, and I have ordered the fabric for this. Love it. Absolutely love this. Can't show you because it's all pattern, but you could pull different bits and just do some little bits and pieces if you wanted from the pattern. This one I'll be doing, it's Teresa Cogan, is it? Cross stitch chart, Newcastle bouquet, Biscornu. Got the threads for that, waiting for the fabric coming, so that's another one. And then I was fortunate enough to win something on Flosstube from a lovely lady called, I think she's Sally Stitches. If that's not her name on Flosstube, I'll put it down below. But her name is Sally, and she'd actually stitched this piece and said she wasn't going to do anything with it. Now she'd done it, which is a shame, and she was giving it away, and my name was pulled out for it. So she did it in 2020, and there are her initials, SAW, and I probably put my initials on it because I'll be the person who's finishing it. Count your blessings every day. It's a lovely piece, Sally, and thank you very much for sending me that. It did arrive before Christmas, and I did let Sally know that it had arrived and I would be finishing it. So this is it. She said she'd never use it, and to have it over the chair of the arm would just be in the way. So I was over the moon that I'd won that, so thank you, Sally. What else do I have to show you? No, don't think of anything else. So they're my plans. I did purchase this. You may have seen this if you live in England. It's the tiny little pom-pom trim, and they were selling it as a wrapping feature in Aldi. They only had the one colourway though, red. So I got that. So they may still have some of that left in the middle of Aldi if you look in their Christmas things that they're selling off. But I thought that's ideal for doing pillows and things for finishing. So I did purchase that. It wasn't expensive, a couple of quid, I think. English pounds, should I say. This was made for me, one of my Christmas presents from a lovely friend. She's decorated the shell with napkin work and edged it in gold. So I did let her know that I would be using that for catching my oats when so it can sit at the side of me. And I'll probably take that when we go back to the caravan. At the minute it's holding these at the minute for me while I'm here. I have made some notes now. Where I'm purchasing my fabric from, it's someone I've just found the other day, and she does do Flosstube, and Flosstube channel is Tricycle, I'll put it in the comments below how you spell it so you can find her, or I'll put a link to the video that I watched when she was doing a promotion that she's selling fabric now, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and that's what I'm waiting coming for me to do these starts. She does have a web page. She's called Cedar River Linen and Designs. Now I'll see if I can get it up on here for you, because I've just been looking at it before. Yeah. Now this is it. Cedar River Linens and Designs, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And this is where I'm purchasing my linen to do my starts this year. There is a message at the top because she did start. She released this, I think, the 19th of December, and it's just gone absolutely crazy. Everybody's wanting some, and it says at the top to allow 4 to 5 weeks for new orders, because they're that busy trying to, you know, get out what they've, and she does do 18 count and 20 count Aida, as well as the linens. So that's another. I was really pleased when I saw the colours. The only problem is, as I say, some of them have sold out because people have gone absolutely crazy for it. So one of them that's coming will be an 18 count Aida, but all the others are linens that I've ordered, and I'll just jiggle. It's only out by a couple of, you know, if I wanted 36 and I couldn't get it, I've gone for 32, you know what I mean? So there's not that much of a difference, really. The other thing I plan on doing this year is the slow stitching, and it's Roxy Creations. She's doing it's called Down the Garden Path, I think. Yeah, Down the Garden Path, Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, and she's doing it along with her sister, Roxy Creations by Sarah. Sarah's a sister, and that's what they've done this year, their collaboration, for us to join in if we'd like. And it's, as I say, it's called Down the Garden Path. People are doing it in different ways. They're not doing it in a book. Some are doing it on bobbins this year. Well, I've sent for my bobbin, so I'm waiting till the bobbin comes. I've had notification to tell me it's on its way, so I know what the size is inside for me to measure my material that I'm putting inside before I make a start on it. So yeah, that's just a little bit of hand stitching that you can just sit and do while you're watching TV and not think too much about it. And it's going to be a lovely project. I did do the first one that they did last year. I can't remember what it was called. And they did one the second half of the year, Christmas one, and I didn't do that one. Because I'm halfway through the first one that I started, and I have a few more pages to do, but those things are something that you can pick up and put down, and you're not in no big rush to finish, but it will get there. So yeah, I'll put the links to this and the one to Trickcycle in my comments below, so that you can go along and have a look and see what you think. So there, I think that's all my plans for this year. A lot. So we'll see how far we get. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and happy stitching. See you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.